Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Truesight TV Channel 2. Channel 1's going to have some joined Dota on just a little bit later, but right now we're doing high school Starleague, believe it or not. Little old Archaea. Finally growing up and commentating for a decent league. I'm kidding, I love you, Siva, and joined Dota. But in today's matchup we have Main South versus St. Thomas. St. Thomas apparently doesn't know how to turn their team on, but we'll roll with it. We'll do it. So we're going to see a standard troll ban out, and followed by sniper, really, and straight for void. Pretty simple, to the point, and jug. 4 carries out of the game. Axe being picked up immediately by Main South, and St. Thomas has a couple options to get rid of this Axe, but I'm not sure if their bans were in the right spot. They kind of feel like, oh, this will be annoying, why do we want to play against this? Actually, both teams kind of have that feel to it, but even pro players do that sometime. I'm not too worried about it. Axe, pretty standard pickup. You have to have someone holding the reins who knows what they're doing, though, just in case St. Thomas has a lick of imagination and pulls out some range heroes to deal with him.
5 seconds remaining.
Line would be a very great way to get rid of Axe. Stun him, drain his mana, right-click. Axe can't really do a whole lot to Lion. If you attack from afar, Ancient Apparition is actually, believe it or not, a great choice to deal with this Axe. Cold Feet can really lay down some damage. Like, he has to decide if he wants to stay and attack. He can move around a little bit. Chilling Touch allows Ancient Apparition to hit like a truck. So give that to whoever you're near, like a Wraith King, and you're going to make Axe regret using Berserker's Call. Wraith King, here's the issue. He's picked up so early in the draft that Main may misread this as a support or a carry. Because I don't know what it is either, so I'm not going to say they misread it by support, but I think it offers just a little bit of anonymity in the draft for St. Thomas, so if that's what they're going for, it's a pretty good deal. I think Wraith King has enough abilities to put him as a safe lane carry and have him succeed against the current heroes from Main. Wraithfire Blast and just a touch of lifesteal, he got a crit. He could be a decent laner. However, Main's going to pick up a Viper, and it's almost safe to say Viper's going to go mid. Now, the good thing about Viper is 9 times out of 10, 102 heroes out of 103, he wins his lane. No questions asked. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's just how it is. Viper's a very strong laning hero, offers a lot of not only defensive spells, but offensive spells, and as soon as he gets his ultimate, he can dish out a ton of damage. So, I think it's a strong pickup, maybe a little too early, however, and that's questionable. I mean, Viper being picked up so early, they let you know who their mid laner was. You shouldn't follow that up with an Invoker ban, but each their own.
10 seconds remaining.
Anyhow, Invoker going to be out of the pool. A couple heroes we could look for. Dusa, EMP can do just wreck her day, honestly. There's not much else to it. So, Main South may read that or may not. However, St. Thomas doesn't really have to do that. Right clickers can be threatened by Invoker and is just constant like casting annoyance. However, St. Thomas bans out an anti-mage. We're going to know for sure. However, they have a pretty clear position one, honestly. Chances are, unless Wraith King becomes a support, he's going to be just soaking up the damage for the most part. He'll
10 seconds remaining.
He'll be taking the farm and doing what he will with it. Witch Doctor ban out.
Team pick.
I can't say St. Thomas would be better off with the Witch Doctor, actually. I believe Axe would really be given a run for his money whenever lane Axe goes to. Generally the off lane, I mean, put your tri-lane against that Ancient Apparition, Witch Doctor, Wraith King, that'd be a scary issue for Axe. Stun into Cold Feet, and then while he's trying to get out of Cold Feet, another stun, and then you got yourself a guaranteed kill.
5 seconds remaining.
But they're gonna ban out that opportunity from themselves. So St. Thomas could be in a little bit of a pinch here. Maybe they realize their mistake, like, oh crap, we could have used that. They're gonna go with a Razor, and here's what's odd about a Razor pick. No one really screams, steal my damage, currently. Maybe they're threatening it to avoid the big heroes like PA, Void, Jug, Sniper, you know, people they've already banned out. But I'm thinking that's questionable. You could have that lane up against Viper, but Viper has a lot of damage from other means, not just regular right-click damage. He has abilities that power up that right-click and make it really hurt. So, main's going to take advantage of the Axe counter. Instead of banning it out, they're going to pick it up for themselves. And, I'm not seeing a general shape from main's draft. It seems like they're just picking up heroes they feel comfortable with. However, St. Thomas doesn't have too much other ground to stand on. I think they're both in the same boats, and right now they're trying to read each other, but there's not a lot to read. They both went with standard. This would be annoying builds, and it's questionable. Although what main has going for him, no one is going to be overly vulnerable to Razor. So Razor, to make a game impact, he's going to have to go Ags, ultimately. And I know it's scary to say, like, oh, we stepping back 2 patches here? Yes, he's going to have to get Ags, unless main picks up a super hard right-clicker, like a PA, or, heck, even Anti-Mage. If Anti-Mage gets Manta, that's not a big deal. But right now, I think main's in the clear from this Razor. Wraith King could be the issue, because after you put all this pressure into him with Axe, he's going to come back up, and you're going to have to deal with that again. Could be a little difficult. They have to readjust their priorities and figure out how they're going to deal with that. Trying to decide who they want to pick up now. I mean, it's hard to tell if Wraith King's a support, but if it's not, I think you're going to need that position 4, position 5. They're going to go with Centaur, so this is going to make Wraith King either he has to be a support or the safe lane farmer. You're going to have Razor going mid. You're going to have Centaur in the off lane. Wraith King and Ancient Apparition are going to be in the safe lane with whatever third they decide to go with. So right now we're just kind of waiting, seeing what main's going to come up with. Honestly, I think main's sitting in a pretty decent spot at this point. You've got Lion to deal with Centaur. I mean, you can't be quick enough on the Hex and the stun just to get rid of Centaur. So Centaur's going to get his hoofs off, but I think Lion should have enough to really deal with that once Centaur tries to deal some damage. Earthshaker. And Earthshaker's going to kind of push away this whole strategy of grouping up, because right now that's really what it is. Razor, Wraith King, and Centaur are going to be dishing out the damage, while Ancient Apparition is going to be dropping his ult from afar. So that means they're going to be close enough for Earthshaker to actually make a game impact, and I like this Lion and Earthshaker being a roaming support duo. That'd do a ton of damage. So right now, main South's just missing that one position 1 who's just going to take all the gold. I'm really leaning towards main's build right here. I shouldn't say build, I should say draft. Viper mid, Axe in the offlane, Lion, Earthshaker in a tri-lane with their soon-to-be-decided third. So, as St. Thomas right now, you're looking for a position 1 who's going to fulfill this draft. And who comes to mind, honestly? Well, Anti-Mage comes to mind. I wouldn't...
Radiant team back.
Yeah, Nanga doesn't make a whole lot of sense there, but Anti-Mage, being able to take the mana from Wraith King and Ancient Apparition, would actually do some damage. I think unless St. Thomas wanted to pick it up from themselves, that should be something main capitalizes on. If they do, it's hard to tell. This is a high school league, but in my humble opinion, Anti-Mage would complete main's draft. For St. Thomas, however, I'm not sure what would really round this circle out. It's really scattered at this point, and without knowing what position Wraith King is going to take up, it's hard to tell. So let's say he's a support, and you're going to need someone in position 1 just to deal with the damage. You know what? That's what main South read them as. So it's a possibility. Maybe they have a history of before. I didn't really look at these two teams. They're just kind of people who said, hey, you want to cast this? And I'm like, yeah, I'll cast them. So
5 seconds remaining.
I honestly have no idea. You're going to need that hard position 1 if Wraith King's support. Naga would not have been bad, but they're going to go with Ember Spirit.
Radiant
The issue
team
is Ember Spirit's got to get his farm on and freaky. And honestly, until he gets level 6, he is just food for this Earthshaker Lion rotating stun ball of death. Like, seriously, if you get Aftershock... Oh, boy. Yeah, that's a lot of stuns straight in your face, Ember Spirit. Oh, this could be
10
problematic.
seconds remaining.
Wraith King and Ancient Apparition, Ember Spirit, that's a lot to
5
disable,
seconds
each of them
remaining.
possessing one, some of them more of a skill shot than others, but this puts Main South in a
Reserve time.
odd position. However, Ember would be extremely susceptible to an anti-mage. The physical damage from Mana Break is honestly very, very nice against people like Ember Spirit who could kind of put that magic damage to the side, but I think anti-mage up in your face, dealing with Centaur, dealing with Razor, making sure Wraith King isn't going to reincarnate, making sure there's no ult from AA, that's what you would want. And right now, you have the space creators for it, Main South, so you have Archaea's seal of approval. A shout out to all you viewers coming and watching. I actually don't possess the internet to look at the stream and cast at the same time. If I'm casting with Revo or Rupture somebody, they're doing the camera, heck yeah, I'll be in chat getting those dongers up. But to whoever is up in here, and however many of them there are, thank you for showing up. Thank you for supporting HSL. This is an audition tape, I guess. I'm not sure. Sending the admin saying I'm a caster who's in HSL, follows HSL, watches games from HSL, and they're going to be like, yeah, you are. Good for you. So yeah, that's what this is. They're going to go with a Dusa. I cannot say it was my pick. However, that is the strong position one that draft needed. So I think it does round out a little bit. But this means Earthshaker and Lion are going to be kind of stuck protecting Dusa most of the time. However, if that's your strategy, that's your strategy. I mean, I can't say a whole lot of it. So we'll get to introductions real quick, because I know these games just have a
Prepare for battle.
have a tendency to get bloody before the horn. Well, playing the Ancient Apparition, we have Stacy's mom. Back here on the Wraith King, before he leaves base, we're going to catch him. He's Tactic Raider. Over here, going to the mid lane as of now, we got Camille and Ember Spirit, followed by No Mercy on the Razor. Up near the top, just trying to figure out where he needs to be. Dangfire. Also, shout out to Dangfire for inviting me to come cast you guys. Thanks a lot. CJ Dread is on the other team from Maine, on Axe, rolling to top. In the mid lane, getting ready for this block, we got Derp on the Viper. Bottom, behind all of the charge, JJ, the Jet Plane. On your Earthshaker, back here by T2, we have Captain Drake on the Dusa and Data. About to walk into a trap here as Lion. We actually have a full team ready to go. So this Searing Chains, no skill yet. Don't have skills just yet, so trying to decide what they want to do. They're pinging him out a ton, so Data could be in a little bit of trouble here. I'm not sure if he's going to go for the bounty. Either way, I'd imagine Searing Chains is going to be skilled up almost immediately, followed by Cold Feet, which is already actually skilled up. Wraithfire Blast. This should be a done and done deal. Searing Chains, the land, Wraithfire Blast does hit. However, a beautiful fissure from Earthshaker, saving the day from a guaranteed gank. Great positioning, JJ. And that put a hurting on what should have been a clear and easy first blood. Searing Chains would have landed actually before, maybe secured that kill, but regardless, it didn't. Only one ward really getting in, and not too deep. However, Main vouches to go for a little bit of a more defensive ward. Meanwhile, Axe putting down a just slight camp blocking ward. Gonna get that ready to go, ready to roll. Dangfire could be a little more in trouble. Either way, we have actually an aggressive tri-lane coming out from St. Thomas. Here's a little bit of a oddity. We actually have Camel taking Ember Spirit mid. Meanwhile, Razor's going to be down in bot, taking up some safe lane farm, I suppose. Either way, both teams going to be running an aggressive tri-lane just to avoid each other. Straight up, I suppose. Derp getting caught by Searing Chains. Not going to be a whole lot going on. Just kind of back and forth. Flame Guard is popped. However, that's not going to do it too much. I mean, the other toxin is physical, so you'll have a little bit of protection right click. Either way, we got an early smoke gank. A little bit of an aggression coming from St. Thomas. They're going to be going on to this tier 1, trying to catch Derp on the Viper. I'm not sure if this is going to go the way they wanted. Either way, smoke's broken on Ancient Apparition, so this is where it becomes iffy. Wraithfire Blast is ready to go. Searing Chain is also ready, but that's all he's going to have mana for. He's not going to be able to do Flame Guard at the same time. Meanwhile, top, could be a little bit of action. Dankfire getting pushed back, right-clicked away, whatever. We really want to see this engagement mid. Two supports, they're going to go for it. He did extend just a bit too far, and how is he going to run? Derp's going to run straight back. Wraithfire Blast is going to latch on. Cold Feet also going to hit. He is slowed down. Flame Guard's going to... Searing Chain's going to keep him in line for that. And they're just going to right-click him down. Cold Feet doing the job. JJ rotating in just a little bit too late. Maybe a tad bit of communication error. Didn't reunite, figure out where they were going to go, where they're going to defend. Either way, JJ coming in and taking some of his fallen brother's farm. Top lane, Dankfire holding out pretty well for himself. 4-0 on last hits. Not doing too shabby for an off-lane position. And this rotation from JJ is only doing even more work for him. So this is going to push St. Thomas to an early lead. However, not losing anybody, getting the job done. Bottle up on Ember. Viper, no bottle yet, and very far away as well. He's going to have to get some recovery farm there real quick. Anyway, we have actually a double damager on the classic S4 Ruin up on Wraith King. Going to see a bit of a rotation here. X going to play safe though. I mean, he does have Berserker's Call, so 40 armor is good no matter how you look at it. But they're looking to dive tier 1s, maybe? No, going to back this up. 2 Observer Wards, just one to block a camp and one to give him vision. This leaves Dankfire a little exposed in the top lane, but they're not too worried about it. I'm actually surprised you don't have JJ coming here and getting some work done top. Ooh, I love me a Weasel Crow. I saw it from the corner of my eye. Wow. Only 5 games watched this. Not a full Navi fan, just a half Navi fan, experimenting with Navi. Anyway, JJ, ready to go. Will he drop a fissure? There's going to be a little bit of action here. Return's going to do a little bit of damage, but no, fissure not going to quite block him in. Oh, it did. Never mind. He ate his way out, though. Like an Asian buffet. Down the bottom lane. CJ Dread. What a name. Taking up a little bit of aggression from this tri-lane. They're actually going to try to de-ward no wards, and not getting a whole lot done there. Earthshaker's ready to go with a fissure, so they can block him in if they wanted to, and they're going to go for it, just catching this side of it. He's going to run straight into Dado with the Hex, and followed up by a stun, a couple right clicks down, maybe a Mystic Snake to get some damage done, and he's going to fall as well to Data after a couple right clicks. And again, a little bit of a late rotation from the support. Tactic Raider coming in to watch his brother die. Derp trying his hardest to get some recovery from him, and actually getting more last hits than Ember Spirit. I guess Camille was just putting a little bit on his toes when Jay was kind of hovering around there, threatening a fissure, not quite getting it. Either way, doing very well for getting first blood upon him, and we're actually going to have a couple rotations top. Dankfire coming back to his humble abode, and Stacy's mom, Tactic Raider, ready to go. They want blood. Data, Captain Drake, the only ones left. JJ is actually off mid trying to get a gank, but this could be it. They definitely see him, and they see the ward go down, so main is in a position to de-ward this immediately. Their ward actually did not get the ward they needed to. A little bit off there. Net worth, Razor, just been chilling bottom. He's got 27 last hits, 16 denies. X nowhere near that level, and he's been in the same position the whole time too, so great job from Razor, getting a ton of farm. Actually, we miss a kill here. Camille getting jumped on by Derp. Viper dishing out a lot of damage. Focusing on this top lane. Sorry about that, guys. There's just so much going on here, and they need to get a kill on Captain Drake before she just starts snowballing. And granted, that is about 67 minutes away. However, it's something you want to stay on top of. Dankfire ready to go. Does have a stomp up. Wraithfire Blast may be the setup for all of this, though. Mana Shield's ready to go. I'm not worried about her just yet. However, Data is prime pickings. No Cold Feet drop just yet, and a beautiful sun to set all this up. However, he's going to get caught by the hoof stomp, and that'll be more than enough. However, JJ ready to go. Is he going to be able to take a kill on Dankfire? Yes, he will. He could go for more. However, so much damage being dropped. However, again, another however. Ancient Apparition is actually going to fall as well. Right clicks were just a little too much, and Medusa managing to survive that whole engagement, which is exactly what you need from Medusa. Skilling, I guess you would want to skill stats as Dusa. I don't know. I don't know why you want to. Maybe just A little bit of extra survivability, but can't say she was being harassed too hard. Either way, that's what she's going to do. Can't get those points back. Camille rotating to the top lane, going to get this ruin, maybe go for a gank? I'm not sure. He's sitting on level 6, and he has more than enough mana to drop some Fire Remnants and get the Hurricane rolling. Either way, DD bot, who's going to get their hands on that? Stacey's mom smoked up. No one else smoked up as well. Just going to ignore the... Dino going to grab the DD. Head his way down to Axe. However, No Mercy going in a little early. Getting off a static link, and Call's going to land. It's going to give him 40 extra armor. He's going to be able to get out. 84 damage sitting on the Razor. That means Axe is not hitting at all. However, JJ rotating down here. He's ready to go. Could it be a courier snipe? No, it's just going to miss Stacy's mom. So this is a difficult position. JJ, is he going to go on No Mercy? Will he be able to land the fissure? Yes. No, he's going to fake it out. There, it connects when it needs to. He's stuck in the trees, and Zerker's Call is going to land. However, not before a static link. That's going to drop a ton of damage. JJ could fall here. Quick little stomp, and that's not going to be enough. He's just going to get melted down. CJ Jed also on the run. Stampede being used just to secure this. Yes, they will also get it. South being popped, so 110 gold down. No Mercy running away with that damage. That was a little bit of a mistake on X's part, using Call after static link got placed. I mean, it just drained the damage from him. It's only leveled up twice, but it still did a ton. And we're going to see Buckler. So this is going to be Mech Razor. Pretty standard. Already has treads. Hanging very well for himself. Ahead of Medusa in last hits. Granted, Razor didn't have too much laning competition. Net worth well, around 400 gold higher than the Medusa, which is exactly what you need. Doing a great job. All in all, pretty even game. 4-4, a lot of rotations. This could go either way. There is a fairly strict timeline for St. Thomas, though. And I think main just standing up to any bit of damage they're dropping is more than enough. Axe could be in a little bit of position here. He's going to get right-click down. Not sure if there's any. 112 damage up on Razor. This is not going to end well for him if he runs back towards tower, which is tower about to fall, but no. Plasma Field's going to take it. A ton of damage stolen from Axe, and he just could not handle it. Viper doing a great job, still outlast hitting Ember, although Ember has been rotating just a couple times. Not sure if he's going to vouch to go in here and fight this. Camille playing just a little bit passive. Tactic rolling around on Wraith King, and just honestly rolling around. Got his boots, he's ready to go. Almost has Reincarnate, not sure if he's going to go for that. Skilled up stats 1 as well. I guess this is team stats. Wow, it very much is. Top lane could be a little bit of engagement. Jay's ready to go. However, they're going to get caught up by Stacy's mom. They're going to have to get out of there before it's too late. Maybe they'll catch Dangfire, though. Fissure connecting on the wrong side of Dangfire, making it out with his life. No issues there, however, JJ's going to pay for that miss Fissure. No Mercy ready to go. Cold Feet not going to land just yet. Stampede being used to secure this. And we have a Stone Gaze. Not sure if it's going to be enough. No Mercy not looking towards it at all. He's just going to right-click down Jay. He's going for Data 2. Data also going to fall, and it looks like Captain Drake's also going to hit the ground. Not running like the others. Maybe? One right-click away, and there it is. Triple kill from No Mercy. No mercy at all, chasing them down with his newfound damage. Not sure how much he got. I wasn't quite paying attention. I was just trying to watch all the murder and blood, and there was a lot of it. Derp could be jumped upon here. Chains come out. He's going to right-click a couple times. Will we get a Flame Guard up? No, we won't. And that might be enough to turn it into a counter kill. Camille, one right-click away, and there it is. Jumping on Viper without the intention of staying on Viper. And Camille paid for it in blood. Great engagement from the rest of the team. Ember Spirit not pulling out the back as well. Top tier 1, still standing. That actually is pretty impressive. What a tower. What a tower. Although now it's going to have to face the full Wrath. Meanwhile, Axe, not being a lot of Axe. He's 0-2 right now. Just getting dominated in this lane, and instead of trying to go get kills, he's been staying and farming, and I can't say that's been working well for him. He's leaving Data, Captain Drake to fend for themselves, and Dusa is very weak right now. By design, and she needs her farm. She's not getting right now. Her tier 1's gone. She can't effectively farm in that lane, and if she tries, she's going to get demolished. Camille, a little angry, coming back to mid with the Flame Guard boiling. Gonna try again. Searing Chains gets dropped. Not quite enough. Learned his lesson the first time. JJ is also just sitting back in the trees, ready to go whenever need be. Dangfire almost dying to Captain Drake, I suppose? I don't know. Data? I'm not sure. Either way, Dangfire's got to get out. Tactic Raider, sort of the same situation. I mean, he's ready to roll. He's got his Tranquils. Derp, just farming away, honestly. Farming to his heart's content. On his way to a buckler. He's going to turn that into a mech. Easy peasy. Mech is already up on the Razor, however, and yes, we're seeing an Ags. This is going to be the classic situation of I have nobody to steal damage from just yet. We're going to have to push some towers here, boys. Point Booster going to be doing some wonders for him, actually. Not getting the smoke, however, getting the DD. That's deadly. And they're going to catch out CJ Dread? No, they're going to ignore it. He's just going to ping them out, and this could be a failed smoke gank. Getting blown a little too early, not recognizing the ward. This is bad. However, Derp's going to get caught. Steering chains. Fisher tries to save him, however. Hoofstomp's going to get it. Camille not going to run away with it. Hoofstomp's actually going to secure it. And this is where main puts up a defense, I suppose. Doesn't want to let tier 1 fall without any worry. Static Storm is actually not up. However, he's going to get jumped upon Data. Hex out, stun out. Data himself is going to get jumped upon. Wraithfire Blast. They're going to knock him down real quick. Stun missing on JJ from Dangfire. Could be a return kill here. No, not enough mana for another Fissure. No Mercy, showing he has no mercy. Right clicking like a truck. Wraithfire Blast coming in to secure that kill. No Mercy could go for more here on CJ Dread. Not another stun. No one really has any mana here. So he's going to get out with his life. However, Tower is not going to be near as lucky. And Stacey's mom going to get a deep ward down. Holy crap. That's pretty aggressive. So Razor over halfway now onto that Ags. Looking at the net worth, 7k. That's a good 3k ahead of Viper, who is really the high farmer at this point. Medusa not securing much farm at all. Just a little behind. Actually, a lot of behind. Just kill after kill after kill. Trying her best to stay with it, but not really succeeding. Shred's finally being built on her. Mech still not up on Viper. He's about 600 to 700 gold out. They're vouching to defend tier 2. There's not much to defend it from. The whole of the assault actually secured a lot of space for St. Thomas. Great job. 4k gold advantage. XP probably just as bad. Almost 3k. So, really putting the damage on him. The Hurricane, full force. Tactic Raider on point with those Wraithfire Blasts. Reincarnate actually didn't have to be used, so he was playing extra balls. I didn't even recognize that. JJ having to use a Fissure to get out, although this could be it. Will the ult land? Yes, it will. It's going to blast him, and he's going to be dangerously close to shattering. It's only a level 1 ult, so yeah, he'll make it out with his life. That is scary. A couple extra right clicks. He'd be 6 feet under. Captain Drake trying to secure some farm, and actually out just a little bit too far. Going for that all needed Lincolns. However, I can't say that's going to do much work. It's going to block Wraithfire Blast, Cold Feet, Static Storm. Not Static Storm, excuse me. Static Link, but the main stuns they've been using, Hoof Stomp, not going to really do much damage. In fact, it's going to go to work here, just bursting down her mana, and there it goes. Quick reckoning there. No excuses. Double Edge just doing a ton of damage on her. As soon as they knew the mana was gone, they were going to take it with them. They're going to trade a tier 1 for a tier 2. Viper bringing some damage down here. If he gets to right click on it, it'll actually no. If the tower goes down at all, he's going to secure his mech. However, their tier 2 is not just as lucky. They're going to be diving this. Data is going to be getting a little too close. Dropping all the damage. Actually going to have to get a rotate from Viper to defend this lane. They're afraid of a tier 3 push. I can't say that'd be their best idea. Buyback's up online. Either way, he's back in 15. Medusa is back, but no, they're going to go for it. This could be a tipping point. We're going to have main capitalize on this. Either way, they're going to drop a couple ults on Dangfire, but he's going to back out. No mercy, showing absolutely no mercy. He's 3/4 of the way to Ags, and I can't say they have the defense to do this. Dirt being able to drop some damage, but Reincarnate's up without a worry. Drop Wraithfire Blast, Reincarnate, and that's worth it. Either way, they're not letting up on this tier 3 push. St. Thomas wants a Rax, and they want it now. It's their Rax, and they want it now. Could be grouped up just a little too much together. Either way, Dangfire is going to get hexed out. Will the stun land? The stun will connect. However, we have a huge ult from Ancient Apparition. It's going to hit 3, and it should melt down the rest. Stone Gaze coming out, trying to save CJ Dread. JJ dropping the ult, but that's not enough. Flame Guard was up, so it did very little damage. He's going to get secured by some Searing Chains. C2Jed also taking Wraithfire Blast. He's going to get melted as well. Couple right clicks down from No Mercy. Stolen only 21 damage, but that was more than enough. Tactic Raider could be too deep. He's going to drop a Wraithfire Blast, which does not have enough for Reincarnate now. If Axe jumps on him, he is dead. Although Axe may not know there's no mana. Not sure if he checked. Axe, no Blink Dagger at all, actually. Not going to be able to capitalize on this, and Camille may be going for a kill on him. Tried to drop the Searing Chains, but it did not hit. All in all, with all the heroes dead, successful defense. That's honestly what you want at this point. Didn't get too many kills. Actually, I don't think anyone from St. Thomas died. But good defense, in my humble opinion. Maine doing the best they can with what they had. Battle Fury not up? Not close to being up. This Ember is actually a great deal underfarmed. Although Medusa finally taking up the Queen's position, where she honestly should have been the rest of the game, although Camille's going to hunt her down. CJ Dredd just a short walk away. Not sure if he's going to be able to do too much. Captain Drake is under quite a bit of damage. Quelling Blade's going to have to get... Oh, Tango. Even luckier. CJ Dredd also being pursued upon. This is bad no matter how you look at it. Captain Drake, I can't say this is going to end well for her. Searing Chain's going to latch on. And there she goes. Zeta rotating in. Are we going to see Jay come by? Yes, we are. But they're both going to get hoof stomped. Wraithfire Blast not up. Neither is Reincarnate. Dangfire, this could be the end. Yeah, Lion finally going to secure that kill after a quick stun. Although Camille ready to push. No Mercy. Equally showing no mercy. He has Ags on him right now. No ult to use it on, but he has it, darn it. This is High School Star League Maine versus St. John, 6-20, about 18 minutes in, and it is not looking good for Maine currently. Gold graph shows it 7.5 over 7.5k, and probably near 7.5k on the experience as well. Net worth, 5-player, it's going very well for Razor. Viper, he's doing good, but he should not be out farming the Medusa. This is where issues occur, because Medusa is not in fighting shape whatsoever. Granted, it's only 18 minutes, but a simple Lincolns can make this game a whole lot more enjoyable for Maine. Static Link is going to go out on the CJ Dredd. This could be it. He's sucking damage. He's at 84. He's at 105. He is hitting like an absolute truck. Here comes Captain Drake with the ultimate. Not sure if we're going to see Razor drop Eye of the Storm. Yes, he will, and he's running straight in. They're not going to touch Tactic Raider when he's near. Stun's going to land on 2. Will he be enough to defend? Derp really dropping the damage on it. Tactic Raider does not have Reincarnate, but doesn't quite need it. Damage is almost up from No Mercy. They could be pushing just a little bit too far. Camille's going to take Data with him. However, he's going to get ulted. Straight up, he's going to bounce. Camille's out of there. Holy crap, I didn't even witness that. Although No Mercy, excuse me, is going to be shown No Mercy. Getting straight ulted. For his friends, everyone got out except that. Over 1 engagement. Very well played. Tier 2 still standing. Beautiful rotations for Maine, and that's pretty much what you wanted. 1 for 1, not bad. I can't say it couldn't have gone better, but progress is progress. Even trades. I mean, last time it was an 0 for 5 defended tower. This time they defended at tier 2, and it was a 1 for 1. So times are changing. X finally has that Blink Dagger. Just now gotten it. Probably that kill. They really declared all of it. Camille not landing Searing Chains, although now he's going to drop a Sleight of Fist. Not sure if he's actually going to pursue. Centaur ready to go. Not sure if Blink Dagger is quite up on him. Yes, it is. Follow that by Blade Mail. We actually have a Blink Dagger up on the Wraith King as well. So Tactic Raider, he's going to be ready to drop some damage whenever he can possibly. No Mercy, extending a little too far, trying to save his friends, which it worked. He needs to get this level 2 upgrade, and then they could finally siege a tier 3, and hopefully Rex as well. No other ranks are going to be threatened by a push, though, currently. There's too many tier 2s up. Not the right time. Not the right place. So, both teams trying to decide how best to defend or attack, depending on who they are. St. Thomas, I'm going to vouch you need to take Roche. I mean, at this point, they have the damage from Ember. Ember actually doesn't have Battle Fury. Went for drums instead. But they do have 3 points of life steal, so that 30% is ridiculous. I think they could all group up on Roche. Take that, put that bad boy on Razor, and you show the Rex a Hurricane. Hurricane only the Eye of the Storm can produce. For Maine, I think this is the point where it's a near turtle. You're gonna want your tier 2s to fall for the hope that St. Thomas keeps their lanes pushed up. If you can keep your racks alive with your tier 2s down, Medusa is going to be able to pile up so much farm. It's going to be exactly what you need. Actually, she's still quite a ways away from Lincoln's. Not even ultimate orb to her name, just a perseverance, a tequila, little ring of tequila, and some treads. Not a whole lot. However, they want to take this tier 2, enabling them to group up, push through here, and then eventually work their way to top racks. That's exactly what they need to do, but I'm not sure they quite have the damage to do it. Eye of the Storm is up, finally level 2. And we're going to see a BKB or Sanjanyasha. A little late for Sanjanyasha. BKB is a little more preferable. However, Captain Drake's going to get jumped upon from Tactic Raider above a cliff. Stone Gaze being dropped, but they're going to really put the Hurricane on her. Camille going to get stoned up. However, huge Echo Slam. We have 2 fights right here. Both of them are going to drop. Stacy's mom trying to fight for his life. Either way, CJ Dread holding him off best he can. He's going to fall to No Mercy as well. This could be the end. JJ desperately trying to get to base, but I think the base has been broken up. CJ Dread and JJ both getting out. However, tier 3s are exposed. You still have Eye of the Storm up for a little bit. This is when you push it. Take 2 racks if you can. Buybacks are up on Dusa and Viper, but this is going to break Dusa's bank, and putting Dusa further behind is... he can't do it. Racks aren't quite threatened yet. Tier 3's down, so that's going to be a bit of an issue. JJ trying to run in and get 1 kill. He's going to proc the Reincarnate, but that's for his life, and I don't know if that's worth it. Quick exchange, Reincarnate, got some mana. And Axe is going to fall as well, not quite getting the kill on Dangfire. Quick ult going to push back the Radiant team as far as possible. Rax still in over half health, both of them. Data could be able to take Tactic Rider down. If we can get a Hex and then a Finger. Finger's not up just yet. Tactic Rider should be able to get out. Alright. Yeah, no issues there. Rax still standing. In fact, the Rax that regens took the most damage, so Roche being pinged out by Dangfire. He doesn't want to mess around. This has to be it for them. Tier 3 is actually being pushed in by creeps on their own. Little bit of a split up here, trying to decide what to do. Roche is heavily being pinged out. Ember still doesn't have a Battle Fury, 23 minutes in. Went drums, so we'll excuse it for the time being. But that item could really, really enable a harder push next time, which is kind of what they need. However, they're working on it. Stacy's mom in the enemy jungle. I'm not sure if it was a stack attempt or I guess it's too long to debate about it. Roche still untouched. I'm not sure if they're waiting for the rest of the team. Doesn't really. No, I guess this is where it is now. They're gonna push in here. However, Radiant have vision. This could be a huge Roche pit fight if they go in without dewarding. And actually, smoke. Yeah, all right. Smoke is up on Stacy's mom. They're gonna smoke into this. Getting pinged out though, so it could be too late. Maybe they threaten Roche and they caught on to it. Honestly, man, struggling to put up a defense here, but a Roche fight that they could secure could really go in their favor if they can get Axe to initiate on there. Keep the stuns from coming out. Keep Razor from dropping the ult. Try their best. However, it looks like St. Thomas is going to get in there unnoticed. Yeah, pinging out the wrong locations. Just not sure where they're at. Tactic Raider taking a ton of damage from Roche. Not sure how this is going to end up for him. He's going to have to back out there. Reincarnate's not up, and even then, you don't want to blow it on Roche. Taking a ton of damage. Max actually going to be burned, and they're a dead set that the rest of the team is up here with Camille. And they're going to go for it, leaving Roche perfectly exposed. It's a slow one, alright, but is it one regardless? They're actually going to ping it out, like, you need to scout it now. No real spam wall you could just throw over there and figure it out, so Roche at half health. Actually, this is the time where Discovery is near. And if you discover it now, they might be able to contest the Aegis? I don't know. At this point, literally everybody's off the map. I'm not... Tactic Raider actually might die here. Roche, nope. Gonna get another mech in. Real quick. I don't know how main is not reading this right now. It's been a solid minute, 2 minutes of no one on the map, not even Camille. They're gonna ping out Stacy. They see him just chilling up there. But there goes Aegis like that. No contest whatsoever. Even an Invis run perfect for an Aegis steal. Not gonna work out at all. Main, that could have been the G on the coffin.
Invisibility.
Captain Drake actually away from base. This could be the point where they get jumped, and they get jumped hardcore. Data there to defend, but might not be enough. Actually going to TP back to base, realizing that this is the final push. This is where St. Thomas wants to end it. They've really got everything they need. Let's see. What is it going to be? BKB? Yes, it is BKB. So BKB is going to get on the Razor, and that's gonna be a haggle. All right, Battle Fury finally up on Ember. The stars have aligned, and it's time for Main to pay. And let's see if Main actually has enough money in the bank. Put up a full defense here. BKB hasn't quite made it to Razor, so this is the time to jump now. They don't know, but it could be too late at this point already. BKB up. Things are ready to go. Ready to roll. Ember not with him at all. He's actually going to be pushing up top, trying to get that in too. So they can maybe turn it into double racks real quick. No Mercy. Trying to decide if now's the time. Stun going to come out onto Derp. Ray Fire Blast real quick. A ult's going to connect as well. However, Stone Gaze going to give him a run for the money. Tactic Raider could be falling here. Reincarnation is up, so he's going to make it up at least with his life. And here comes Camille. He really wants to drop the damage. Jay going to drop a quick Echo Slam. Not going to be quite enough. Dankfire chasing back CJ Dread on the Axe. Derp and CJ Dread both going to get chained, and they're just going to die. Quick buyback from Axe. Viper also going to buy back. Jay and Data not as lucky. Rax still left for the most part untouched. Here comes No Mercy, showing them some No Mercy. Derp gonna have to try to push them back. Captain Drake's also alive. Stonegaze not up. However, Lincoln's is finally up. Gonna get an ult. We'll get Tactic there. No Mercy gonna get out. Little luckier. Dankfire, this is where he falls. He's gonna extend just a bit too far. No Mercy, actually on the point of being shown No Mercy. Camille gonna try to back him up. However, oh man, the melee are still standing strong. Captain Drake, not sure if he can put up quite enough of defense. Only 380 mana left. 260 health. And they will. CJ Dread's gonna catch out Stacey's mom. A couple spins, but not spinning just to win yet. There's a dunk. However, Camille's gonna make him pay for hurting his friend. Data trying to stun him up, bring him back. Age is gonna be exposed because of Finger. Camille also gonna get dunked on. They have to back up. No Mercy's gonna show some No Mercy. Eye of the Storm up at 7. BKB's gonna get popped, and he's gonna drop the damage onto Derp. Has not gotten really any damage, only 28 stolen. He cannot find a single target. Eye of the Storm finally popped. He's trying to find out who he wants. He's gonna get stunned. Is there a hex? No, there's a fissure. And a dunk from CJ Dread. There he goes. No Mercy. Being shown No Mercy. Melee rack still standing. Only succeeding in taking the range. Aegis being expended for only 2 buybacks. Main is doing it. Beautiful defense, and now St. Thomas is in some trouble. They put a full-on push with a BKB 10-second charge. They had an Aegis, they had it all, and it wasn't working out for them. This is the turning point, ladies and gentlemen. This is where the Dusa becomes scary. This is where the Axe becomes scary. This is where Viper becomes scary. This is it. This is St. Thomas's expiration date, and I was talking before, did Maine have enough money to pay? And it turns out they did. St. Thomas got their deck collected. And Maine's out for blood. Oh, excuse me. I was so excited my nostrils are all stuffed out. Let me blow my nose. I'll be right back. Okay, I just didn't want you to hear that. Back to this game. Holy crap, what a defense. Beautiful articulation of what they needed to do. It all worked out in the end. I'm gonna have to pull up stream here in a second while they're farming, because that was just a huge fight. I need you guys to calm me down. See what you're saying about it. If you're excited about that like I was, that was flipping crazy. Now it's just farm. Farm, farm, farm. St. Thomas needs more farm. Both teams need more farm. They need it so they can group up and attempt as best they can to make it happen. Gonna pop out chat real quick. Alright. Yeah, feel free to shoot me a message or a line. I'll be right here. And actually, here it is. St. Thomas ready to push. Camille and No Mercy leading the charge. Got some damage from Dirk. This could be it for him. He's gonna fall. Does not have buyback. Jay getting quick Echo Slam in. Not gonna be just enough. He's gonna fall as well. Here it is. Captain Drake dropping the Stone Gaze. Gonna buy herself a little more time. Gonna have to back up. CJ Dread, however, catching out Tactic and No Mercy in a quick Berserker's Call. He's gonna fall as well. 4 dead, no buyback. This could be it. Captain Drake is going to take a ton of damage from Eye of the Storm. Stampede going to secure this. Lincoln's going to keep the Static Storm off her. but it's not enough. All 5 dead. Triple kill from No Mercy, No Mercy. This game turned out to be less exciting as GG is called. I will have to give it to Maine. Beautiful defense at the end, excuse me. Well played all around. They were able to secure a little bit of space, however, they couldn't make it happen all the way. So, at the end, St. Thomas is going to overcome with that lead. They tested the bounds of their expiration date. They found it, crapped their pants a little, and got right back into it. So, great job to St. Thomas. Great job to Maine. Beautiful game, guys. And I will be sticking around here for game 2. This is a best of 2, so St. Thomas rolling in with a 1-game advantage. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm going to hop into stream, get some Monster Cat playing, and we'll be back whenever this is ready. Exciting game. Don't go away. This could be it. We'll see you guys here shortly.
Go to sleep,
Dire team
open my eyes, I'm looking down. Whenever you're calling, baby, you know I turn around. I see your face,
Radiant team
not
back.
one sound. Whatever is calling, baby, you know I turn around. Baby, you know I turn around.
Hello, hello, hello. We're back in business here. Truesight TV, covering Game 2 of St. Thomas versus Maine South. Still,
Reserve time.
no name, but we're going to roll with it, you know? We're going to roll with it. Almost the same band. Storms are actually going to get banned as well from Maine
Radiant
South.
team pick.
So, Jug, Troll Warlord, Sniper, and Storm Spirit not going to see the light of day in this match. Interesting to see how the Storm Spirit's going to work in. Previously, I want to say they banned Troll Warlord, and I forget who else.
Witch Doctor.
Either way, Witch Doctor going to be
Dire
picked up.
team pick.
First pick, actually, for St. Thomas. This is going to leave Maine South with a double pick. How are they going to rebuttal this? I'm not sure. Either way, Earthshaker going to come out.
Dire team
Maine South going to give that to JJ. I assume. I don't know if they're going to change up whatever they were doing. Either way, that's what they're going to roll with. No, still trying to figure out what they want for the second one. I'm not sure how they're going to do. In response to Killer Rinka, I don't know if that's pronounced it. Right now, HSL is actually in talks about getting sponsored by Valve, and in talks to the point where it's like Valve is deciding yes or no. And if Valve does sponsor us, then, as far as I know, I think it's the top 4 teams will get flown to California, and they'll play in the gaming arena there for $3,500 in scholarships if Valve doesn't increase the prize pool because of their sponsorship. I mean, it's a possibility. It's far off, but if Valve does sponsor us, that would be a
Radiant
big help to further events. And you know what? Valve as a sponsor is pretty freaking sweet. Anyway, X gonna get picked up by Maine South. Also, I want to highlight once again, I am not affiliated with HSL. I'm a player, and I'm casting a game for them. I don't work for them. I just know them. Anyway, back to what really matters. St. Thomas can have to rebuttal an axe pick again. He wasn't as big as a threat. They had aggressive supports that dealt with him, and they're actually going to take a bristleback. So I could definitely see an aggressive tri-lane coming from St. Thomas to line up bristleback against axe in the offlane. In fact, that's a safe bet, in my opinion. They'll definitely find the support they need to really secure just a couple kills and figure out exactly what's going on. Find some space, make some space, you know, all around. Venomans are going to be banned out from... Whoa, that's weird. St. Thomas should not be banning out Venomancer. If anything, they should be picking Venomancer.
5 seconds remaining.
Axe would be given a run for his money.
Reserve time.
Either way, already banned out. We're going to be looking for our third ban. That's going to be a Dazzle from Main South. What in the heck are you
Radiant
doing,
team
Main?
ban.
I would... See, Axe doesn't really deal with any of Dazzle shenanigans. A Shallow Grave is still a grave for Axe. He's going to push it down from 2 feet on, you know, your normal Shallow Grave, 2 feet, to regular grave, 6 feet, just with a dunk. Just push that grave down
10
there.
seconds remaining.
So, Dazzle ban, questionable. That may be one of the heroes you want to let them pick up.
Dire
Ancient
team
Apparition, I
ban.
could definitely see that coming from a ban. Axe plus AA can make for a scary combo. If the Berserker's Call lands on you, the Cold Feet's going to land, and it'll have enough time to stick, do its full damage. That's not something you really want. So, decent ban coming from St. Thomas. We're going to see
10 seconds
our
remaining.
fourth ban and final ban of this phase. Not
5
sure what they're going to decide to go with. Faceless Void. Don't want to deal with any of those
Dire
Void
team
shenanigans.
pick.
I could definitely see it. So whatever they're going to do right now is going to be a fragile support who needs just a little bit more room to survive for the most part. Gonna have some issues there, but well, we'll go with it. Waiting on this pick from Main South. We'll see if
10
the
seconds
lines
remaining.
connect right there with the Void pick to what they're going to try to defend
5
from that
seconds
Void.
remaining.
I'm not sure exactly what they're looking to grab here, but maybe it'll be something a little more useful than not. Excuse me, I am pretty sick, and I mean, I was going after that game. Great job by Main South, and great job by St. Thomas. Wow, maybe we'll see that again. Anyhow, kind of trying to figure out where this next pick / ban excuse me, is going to be. Kind of out in left field at this point. They're going to go with Avenge. So that's going to be your
Radiant team
roaming
pick.
supports if Main does the same strategy before. Earthshaker, Vengeful Spirit. Running around, putting on the damage, finding the Hurricane, destroying the Hurricane. I'd actually be worried if I was Main South from a Razor. Because even though Razor didn't have any big right clickers to suck some damage from, he found some other targets and he really put a dent in really all of Main's plans. So maybe
10
Venge
seconds
was
remaining.
the one to kind of fix that?
5
Maybe not.
seconds remaining.
Either way, Venge is being picked up.
Reserve
And
time.
St. Thomas trying to figure out how to deal with that. Digging into the reserve time. Gonna try to find a main use there. Not sure what it's gonna end up being. Still kind of hesitant. What do they want to do? From my standpoint, if you don't have the Venge, and you know the other team has it, which they do, Axe Earthshaker, that's a scary combination if they jump on you. So their offlane is going to be really strong. That puts them in a little bit of an odd position because your mid lane, who they might be deciding on now, is going to have to be strong enough to get back from an engagement. Now, what I see very clearly is a puck. The puck would allow for a little bit of initiation, give Bristleback some space to get in there. It'll also keep everybody clumped up, which would be great for Witch Doctor. In fact,
Dire team
Tidehunter also leans towards a puck. So Tidehunter and Witch Doctor are going to be a scary combination. Bristleback being able to drop some right clicks. However, if Axe has a quick finger, Tidehunter may run into some issues. Either way, Tidehunter is going to be decided upon. And I still vouch for a puck mid. I think a puck mid would offer a lot of stability, grab some even more team fight, help support this Witch Doctor ultimate, who's going to have to play a position 4 and get an Ags to make this super useful. Main South,
5
not sure
seconds
how to
remaining.
deal with this Tidehunter pick. I could see maybe a Naga? Naga
Reserve
to
time.
farm a ton, use the de-initiation from Song of the Siren to get out, kind of secure your place, and it will give you a ton of room to farm, in my opinion. Alright, here we go. Game 2. Oh, thanks for spamming, you guys. And also, shout out to Blacktooth for coming in here and moderating it around. I had no idea I should update those, but you did, and that's what's important. Good job, Blacktooth. Also, remember, if you spam the ultimate and the H button at the same time, you can still use your ultimate, and that's not a good idea. Anyway, we're going to see Anti-Mage actually come out for Main South.
Radiant team pick.
I am hesitant about this. He does have the blank, so if he sees Tidehunter, he could just, you know, get out. Maybe they're looking for Anti-Mage to kind of drain some of the mana from Witch Doctor, keep the ultimate away, maybe get an early basher on him, use that stun to kind of save your life. Either way. The only other thing I can think about is after Tidehunter Ravages, after the Aftermath, Tidehunter is going to have very low mana. So maybe they're going to use Tidehunter as like the basis, the anchoring point for an Anti-Mage ult that just hits and collapses the whole team. I could see it. Either way, Anti-Mage going to have to secure some farm, which was quite a bit of an issue for Main South. Trying to secure farm, and then at one point trying to get recovery farm. Either way, a Abaddon going to be picked up for St. Thomas. Generally, if it's not a pub game, and we're going to say this isn't, Abaddon, or Abaddon, however you want to pronounce it, is really used for the Sophotic Shield. That's his main turning point, and it pairs very well with Bristleback. And honestly, Witch Doctor, if you have Bristleback running there with an Aphotic Shield on, you could be in some trouble. However, this reorganizes the lanes quite a bit. Right now, St. Thomas still needs a mid. That's without question. I'm still leaning towards Puck. I think Puck would do a great deal for this team. You're gonna have to get Sheep, and honestly, you could deal with Anti-Mage pretty well if you get Sheep sick on Puck. But
team pick.
they're gonna have to decide who they want in the offlane. Generally, you want Bristleback, and generally, you want Tidehunter. So there's gonna be a little bit of indecision there. I hope they have it worked out already. They already picked them and another hero. Either way, Main South kind of also looking for a mid. Not sure why the Undying was banned. I can't really see that. Maybe just for Bristleback's sake. Just trying to keep all the strength towards him. Abaddon, I mean, that's kind of an issue, but it's also kind of not. You're pretty squishy already to begin with in a support Abaddon. It's whatever at that point. However,
Reserve time.
you have your position 1 Anti-Mage. You already know exactly who you want to absorb all the XP and gold, but they're going to go with the Shadow Fiend, which is a little bit of a farm-hungry pick. I want to say Shadow Fiend's going to be carrying the mech for this team. No one else seems like a very standard, yeah, I'll build mech. So we're going to have that, and I think there's going to be a little bit of competition here. See, Shadow Fiend really excels at just wrecking those jungle camps when they don't see it coming. And Anti-Mage, once he gets a Battle Fear, he also likes to play that hobby. So, could be a little bit of a competition there for farm. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to work out just yet. However, it's do or die for St. Thomas. Are they going to pick up that Puck? In which case, I think Puck has a decent chance in mid against Shadow Fiend. You have a great attack range. Phase Shift can keep you out of a ton of damage. And if the drop is given upon you, Shadow Fiend really can't do a lot to lose your Aerial Orb. That can get you out of most of everything, if you use it right. Anyway, Clans is going to get picked up. I can't say this is too safe of a pickup. I mean, he should do alright against Shadow Fiend, but maybe they're just looking for him to right-click people down after Tidehunter ult. Ravage into a ton of right-clicks and do... There you go. Either way,
Prepare for battle.
we're rolling in the dough at this point. We're ready to go, actually. Alright, quick introduction before we get into it. 60's Mom going to be playing Witch Doctor. Chilling in base. Oh, behind him. I didn't even see you, Tactic Raider. On the Abaddon. Over here, No Mercy. Going to be showing No Mercy from the Bristleback. Towards mid, we have Camille on the Clinks. And up towards top, ready to roll. Dang Fire. Also top, we have Captain Drake on the Anti-Mage. Back it up, Data, rolling on the Vengeful Spirit. Towards mid lane, JJ the Jet Plane, being a Jet Plane with his Earthshaker. Derp in the mid lane with his Shadow Fiend. Let's go back here towards bottom, all alone. CJ Dread, playing the Axe once again. Very strong hero. Very strong Axe player. Also, I heard Truesight TV 1 is actually free because game got canceled, Revo's not streaming, whatever. Either way, we're going to show Truesight TV 2 some love. Sorry you have to deal with a sort of new channel, but it's what it is. Either way, CJ Dread and Dangfire are going to walk right past each other. And it looks like could be a little bit of a drop here onto JJ. I mean, he has the de-initiation for it. They also have Data, who should scale the stun if there's an issue. Either way, it looks like we're going to see an aggressive tri-lane from St. Thomas once again. They really want to deny anti-mage all this farm, and after subpar creep block may be easier to do than they think. Either way, we're going to have Bristleback in a farming position here. Position 1, I can't see him being support, and after No Mercy playing him before, I also have to say, once again, he's not going to be a support. Anyhow, here we go. Captain Drake running on the high farming position. Let's see if he can secure just a little bit more farm earlier than he did before. Maybe make some use. Either way, looking at it go. Captain Drake taking a bit of damage. He's going to have to back up. Not going total greed. Actually has 4 tangos. Puts him in a little bit of a better situation. CJ Dead versus Dangfire. I think the Axe is definitely going to win this matchup. Too many spins, too much winning. More money, more problems. This could be a little bit of an issue for Dangfire. Actually, Berserker Skull going to latch onto him. Going to get a couple spins. Not going to win just quite yet. Captain Drake going to be taking a ton of damage every time he comes up to last hit. And there's nothing his supports can really do about it. They don't have 2 range. They only have Data on the range. And right now, Data can't hit too hard, and especially with Bristleback. Hitting could only put some more damage onto Captain Drake, and that's not what you want. Either way, he's going to be running with no last hits, no denies. In fact, this whole lane for the Dire team has no last hits or denies. Meanwhile, Bristleback cleaning up. This is his lane. Great equilibrium control for the most part. Going to try to get a pull in here. Really don't want to deal with this any more than they have to. Lane push up just a little bit too far. Either way, Dangfire really taking it from CJ Dread. Not a lot they can do. Berserker's Call going to land once again. Spinning, almost winning. No, just going to push him back a little bit. Dangfire only has 2 tangles left, so he can't put up much more of this. Kraken Shell, I mean, it's helping, but not to the point you need it to. Either way, Camille not having a terrible time in lane. Actually, getting almost double the last hits from Shadow Fiend. Excuse me. It's safe to say 2 lanes are going well for the Radiant. However, Main is trying to secure that one with Axe, so Axe may be able to be a little bit of a threat early, rotating up top and getting some kills when they really need it. Ooh, JJ is going to get spotted out by Tactic Raider. Not going to get caught just yet. He did melt a path right through there, and it's not going to be enough. Going to lose a range creep. And it's going to come back. Doesn't want to be too far away from home. Oh, bottom lane. Not missing quite that many kills, but putting some extra damage on tower. Getting a little bit of a skip. While No Mercy is just cleaning up these last hits at top. No Mercy. X topping last hit denies board. Easy, easy. Not sure what's going on here. JJ could get spotted out, and I think he did. The ward's definitely going to catch him, and they're going to see him rotating. So Camille's going to know. I'm not sure if he's going to completely go on this or just try to phase him out. Oh, this could be... they're not going to sandwich him, which I had the position to do. Just follow him up through there. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, right there. Bottom lane, CJ Jed doing an excellent job phasing Dangfire out. No! Absolutely no regen left up on Tidehunter. Not a lot for him to do. CJ Jed, not sure if he scouted this out just yet. Either way, his Berserker's Call level 1, which is, I mean, plenty. 2 seconds of spinning and winning. Could put Dangfire in an awkward position full of death and murder and loss of gold and XP, and it's just horrible. Either way, JJ gonna run straight into an Abaddon. A couple right clicks later. Not much to be said. Oh my gosh, how did I miss it? First blood. Going to Camille onto Derp. I'm sorry guys, I completely missed that dive. I should have saw it from the map. Either way, Derp extending a bit too far and couldn't get back far enough. Here we go in the top lane. I've been focusing most of my energy here because this honestly is the more action-packed lane. I guess Derp just in the wrong spot at the wrong time and allowed Camille to, you know, improve upon it. Either way, bottles up on him. Tranquil is coming out on Axe. We might see an early blink here. If Berserker's Call lands, this could be an awkward position for Dangfire. Just a couple right clicks. Not going to be too much. We actually have a rotation coming out here. It's going to be a Witch Doctor. Not sure if that's going to be enough to turn it around, honestly. Derp playing very passive, knows just how much damage Camille can dish out. Finally, CJ Dread being put back in his place for the most part. However, this leaves No Mercy in a little bit of a weaker lane. Now, you know, honestly, St. Thomas has been doing decent up top anyway, so there's not too much of an issue. A little bit of a creep pull going on here, but Tactic Raider's going to come try to get some of these last hits. No Mercy, they're going to want to capitalize on Jet being a bit too far out. Well-placed Fissure going to save his life for the most part. Although Captain Drake, he's out for blood. Not sure if he's going to be able to do too much damage. No Mercy. Dropping out No Mercy. Actually, as soon as I phase away, there's a magic missile. No Mercy, though, chasing down the Venge, saying, you take that back, you dirty, dirty Data. And he's going to go down to a quick miscoil. However, Captain Drake's also going to turn here. This could be 2. Nope, Captain Drake going to blink away. And all is well in the top lane. Equalize back out. So, now looking at a little bit of a farm fest. Witch Doctor pretty much on full babysit mode. Stacy's mom being a mother to this young Tidehunter left in the wild. Derp trying to push Camille back, but honestly, Derp only has 17 souls. That's not too much to get damage done. He just can't get all these last hits that he needs. Camille doing a great job of just, you know, being there, having a lane presence. It's really putting a hurting on Derp's farm. However, Bristleback doing very well for himself. We're going to see Vanguard very quick. About 400 gold out. Till he's actually going to be diving onto Captain Drake just a little. Out of mana. Not going to be able to do too much. However, CJ Dread, he wants to push back Dangfire. Putting a little bit of hurt here. He sees Witch Doctor gone. Not sure if that's been called yet. Derp could be fish food, honestly. Not going to drop the look at it go just yet. He is going to get spotted, though. Smoke did not break, however, they're going to know. We've got to play back. Oh, over here, JJ could be in a little bit of trouble. He's going to drop some pain on the Tactic Raider, though. No Mercy, going to come defend his brother. They're going to get a ton of damage done. JJ's going to run through that little path he cut before and maybe catch Tactic Raider a little too far. Yeah, Captain Drake's going to blink onto it, but not going to be able to do too much. Data actually might be able to turn on No Mercy here yet. Magic Missile not coming out. We're going to have a salve pop by Tactic Raider, and once again, tons of aggression turns into no kills. Well, bottom lane, kind of equalizing back out to where it should be. I was actually CJ Dread behind tower, just going to knock that down. They're going to drop a look at it go, but it's not going to have anyone to bounce to, so that's going to be easy one to get out of for X. Top lane, we're going to have a little bit of engagement here. Captain Drake going to be driven back. Data also on the run. Too much damage from this Bristleback. He can't shoot out any more quills. Doesn't have the mana. He's going to be diving tower, though. This is it. No snot. One right click away, and there goes Data. Are they going to be able to turn on to Captain Drake? No. Captain Drake's going to be doing a ton of damage. If we have his level 6, we'd see a kill right here. Jay trying to get back in the lane, maybe securing a kill on No Mercy. Not sure if Captain Drake and No Mercy can stand in the same spot. Fisher going to be a little bit off. Going to get the damage on, but a Phonic Shield's going to buy him some time. No Mercy able to get out on this one. No worries there. Derp trying to get his farm back up mid. This is a little worrisome right now for main. They're seeing the same position happen, and their lead is just slowly slipping. However, we're going to have a quick rotation here. There's going to be a look at it go out, and Camille's going to get in a position to wipe up the floor with him in damage. Maledict being dropped a little late. Haste is up, though. This could be it. Jay's going to get a fissure. It's going to be pretty defensive. We're going to ward all that off. However, could we see a Baden roll in there and seal that kill? All 4 of them are up. Maledict's going to grab him down. Trying to decide if they want to engage on this. All 4 top, either way. Dangfire trying to get some recovery farm at this point. Had a tough time in that lane. Axe being the only one who's been able to succeed. No Mercy, gonna try to show No Mercy here. Doesn't know if Axe is top or not. Either way, Axe is. He has the blink up. He's gonna run straight in there. He'll jump on No Mercy. In a little bit of a No Mercy situation. Can't find a spot to run. Berserker's Call not doing too much damage. Magic Missile gonna be dropped. We're actually gonna see a miscoil. Bring up back some health. Dangfire gonna roll in there with a Ravage. That's gonna put Anti-Mage in a spot to die, and they're turning this around. CJ Dread, a little bit out. Berserker's Call gonna land. He's gonna spin. Not gonna be enough to win. He's gonna get 1 dunk, not 2. Meanwhile, up here in the middle of the fight, what is going on here? as far as I could see, Tidehunter secured a quick kill on Jay. And that was that. Fight split off just a little too soon, and Tactic Raider's going to regen some health. They're going to take this tower down. Can we all ready to go? Wants to jump on Derp if he can. Put a little more hurt in. I mean, lanes besides for Dangfire have worked out beautifully. Axe has his Blink Dagger, which is the only downside for what's been going on currently for St. Thomas. The only issue I could perceive right now is that Blink Dagger is not... It's over a little under 1,000 gold out, but that seems to be the one issue. Orchid, he's close. Clinks is very close to this Orchid, and that's where things are going to get really scary. Echo Slam being off the chart for the whole fight. You're going to have Requiem of Souls down. It's going to be bad. Either way, top. A little bit of an odd situation. Tactic Raider just probably doesn't even know CJ Dread was there, and CJ Dread definitely didn't know Tactic was there. Otherwise, Tactic could have been biting in the dust. Either way, we're going to see a quick rotation and maybe a fight mid. Not sure. Either way, Captain Drake finding some recovery farm bottom. Desperately needed. All that's on hand is a ring of health. Not a whole lot at this point. I'm going to try to turn that into Perseverance sometime before 15 minutes. Data could be in an odd position. No Mercy's in a position to show no mercy. And that could be devastating to lose anymore. Tower is pretty much not defendable at this point. Alt's not up. In fact, CJ is going to drop onto this. Stacy's mom in a little bit of trouble. However, we have a Gush. It's a little bit defensive, and Fincher's going to secure this for the most part. However, top tier 1's going to fall as well. In fact, if not more. Not quite enough to take him down. Meanwhile, Captain Drake farming away. Exactly what needs to happen. Net worth, Clinks, Bristleback dominating. No questions there. Axe, even though succeeding very well in his lane, not doing quite as well as the Clinks. About 500 gold off. Now they have Derps in their sight. They really want to take him down before he starts getting Mech or Shadow Blade, Blink, anything like that. Too scary. And you know what? At this point, Derp's all alone. Not sure how well the rotations can go. There are TPs up on a majority of the team. So, if there is an issue, we will see a little bit of reaction. I mean, at this point, they have to know they're pushing. Tier 1's mids at low enough health. No mercy, just going to lead the charge, and they're going to right-click that bad boy right down. Clint's getting the last hit, bringing the goal lead a little higher. How close are we looking? Yeah, he's a recipe away. I believe Courier should have... Yeah, he's a recipe away from the Orchid. So, doing good. Captain Drake in a little bit bigger of a hole. Doesn't quite have Perseverance on his person. Does have enough money for it. Nowhere near Battle Fury yet, and that's... For how things went, I think he's in a good spot. Managed to find a good spot to farm. In fact, he could put the hurting on No Mercy. Actually, no, he can't. No Mercy is going to be able to jump on him. In fact, here it comes. Is there enough? No, Tactical Raider not going to be able to dish out enough damage for a quick blink. Haste has expired on Captain Drake, however. More than enough mana to blink out of where he needs to be. Main's starting to play really defensive, wanting to gather up every little bit of farm they can.
Radiant's middle tower
Trying to find a decent position to put themselves in, and honestly, this is where things get iffy. Main has to secure farm on this anti-mage, which, I mean, he's been doing a decent job of. Finding out where they can farm is a little difficult at this point. I mean, there's a constant threat of just blowing a Ravage to make sure anti-mage is not farmed at all, which sounds scrubby, but I mean, if you can keep him from farming, you're in a good position. However, tier 1 bot going to be jumped upon here. Going to see a little bit of wraparound from JJ, but he may be caught out himself. He's going to get pinged out by Tidehunter. They're not going to pursue farther. Bottom tier 1 under a little bit of scrutiny here. As main looking to defend as best they can. No mercy leading the charge though. Clinks does have Orchid up. That's a bit of a problem. You're going to have Anti-Mage not being able to blink out. In fact, CJ is going to try to jump on No Mercy, but knowing he doesn't have enough damage, Aphotic Shield going to get dropped. Not much going on here. Magic Missile going to come out. However, Ravage is going to catch onto 2, and that's the end of Data. Yes, it will be. CJ Dread, a little luckier. Should be able to get out. Quick little juke followed by a blink, and that's the end of that. Meanwhile, JJ gonna be pushing mid, trying to get a little bit of action. Oh, Captain Drake actually gonna get jumped upon. Orca doing just what we said it would. Stun, no, not stun, excuse me. Silence, no blink, no escape.
Dire's bottom tower
Tier
has
1 gonna
fallen.
fall, and this is where it starts looking worse and worse for main. An early aggressive lineup for St. Thomas, and they're doing exactly what they need to. Main struggling to find some traction to hold on to. However, CJ Dread looking to make a little bit of it. Gonna run a Berserker's Call. Not gonna do enough damage to get the dunk off just yet. Magic Mist is actually gonna succeed. No Mercy in a little bit of an odds position. Tactic Raider also close to being dunked upon. Berserker's Call is up, and it's gonna land. Dunk not going out on him. CJ Dread actually gonna be trapped by No Mercy and Dangfire, and they're gonna turn this into a kill on Data. Yes, they will. Anchor Smash gonna do it. However, Captain Drake gonna run up. Mana Void not gonna go anywhere. Quick Fissure from Jay. That should be it. Dangfire does have his blink, so he's gonna be able to walk right out of there. And I believe we missed a kill on Shadow Fiend somewhere. Camille. Yeah, Camille taking out Derp. Wow, there was a little bit of action bottom, so main picking out some kills, not what they needed though. They need this Clinks to die. Like, they need to get on their knees and pray. He's just gonna farm up a storm at this point. I'm not sure what's next in his little bag of goodies, but it will be devastating. In fact, he might be able to jump onto Captain Drake here. Or Jay. No, he's gonna watch Jay back away, and this is where Captain Drake, this is the end for him. Silence and 3 arrows later, that's it. Jay, also a quick rotation away from death. Stacey's mom, although could be in a little bit of trouble here. Blink is possible from CJ. Meanwhile, Tidehunter farming these stacks upon stacks upon stacks. This is Refresher gold at this point. Refresher can secure a fight on tier 3s and bring this game to a close, which is this is where we've gotten to the point in the plan. St. Thomas is looking for a way to close this game out before Anti-Mage becomes a problem, before Shadow Fiend becomes a problem. Last game we saw a little bit of that. In fact, we have a kill. I'll talk about that later. CJ Dread gonna get silenced, but will be enough to save Stacey's mom. No more spins and a quick juke around. CJ Dread's in some trouble here. Some flaming arrows really doing the damage. Gush and an Anchor Smash to finish him off. Dangfire, quick rotation and back to the Ancients. However, No Mercy going to be spotted out in the jungle. Not sure if it's going to do too much. In fact, Data could be in some trouble here. Jay going to drop a Fissure real quick to defend, and Captain Drake also ready to go. Orchid is up if Captain Drake gets too close. In fact, it looks like everyone's going to get out with their life. Clink's going to pull out some farm here, and he'll be ready to go in a few. Anti-Mage blinking up, and finding out his camp's been ransacked is a little devastating. Either way, some deep wards up, and Job's doing good. Actually, Captain Drake may be looking to blink onto Kumi. I'm not sure if he saw it. I don't know. Either way, we do have a silence up, so Captain Drake could be jumped upon really easy. In fact, it looks like that's what's going to happen. Dual engagement style here. Looks like Data's going to be in some trouble as Captain Drake is as well. Captain Drake, bottom of your screen there. He's not going to get out. Jay's going to save him. Meanwhile, Data also looking like he's going to be able to get out. CJ Dread coming in, faking the dunk. Not sure why. Just there's the call, and it looks like Stacy's mom could be in a little bit of trouble. Stacy's single father may be inheriting it later. Actually, he's going to drop the ult on CJ. This could be it for CJ. Yes, it will. Fissure almost killing Stacy's mom. Quick rotation from Dangfire, dropping the little bit of damage they needed to succeed. They didn't catch the target they wanted to originally. Anti-Mage himself got out. However, CJ is going to pay in blood, and Data also going to pay. Derp trying to push mid, make it happen, but Kamale, he's going to rotate. Not sure if they're going to blow the Ravage on Derp. This is it. There's not much you could do. One flaming arrow later, and he's going to go down. Not much to say about that. No mercy at all. Not even from No Mercy, from Dangfire. Showing them what's up. The Ravage may be a tad overkill, but we're not here to discuss that. Did what they needed to, and 3 for 0 down currently. Smoke is up on Tactic Raider and Stacy's mom. Looks like they're going to be pursuing Jay. Camille, however you want to say it. He's ready to go, honestly, at this point. He can kill and he can get a courier kill. Easy. There goes courier. Jay is going to fall as well. 2 right clicks. Beautiful job from Camille. They're just rotating on him with no avail. Even had smoke, but no one's there to follow it up. Jay extending a bit too far. Here's full-on turtle mode from main. Hide behind your tier 3s, because I think tier 2s are a little too far for you to be. Camille's on the other side of the map, however, Data's up a bit too far. Stacy's mom could be ready to jump at any point. And you know Stacy's mom, quite the cougar, looking for some kills. In fact, Data could be in a little bit of trouble. No Mercy finding a target to sneeze on and a target to bristle all over. And there goes Data. This is a full-on push. In fact, this could be threatening tier 3s at this point. Quick rotation from CJ, but not much he can do. He's going to get spotted by Tactic. Ooh, a little bit of lag, sorry. Tier 2's going to fall, and they're looking at how to defend this. Derp trying to find a target to go on. Ravage is not up. Echo Slam going to take Dang down. No Mercy is also trapped in a bit of an opposition. However, Stacy's mom out there to defend No Mercy. In fact, Derp could be taking a little extra damage here. No Mercy's ready to go on tower. Gonna try to pull him back into that ult, but not quite enough. There is the Battle Fury on Anti-Mage. He's gonna go back to base and get it. It looks like tier 3s are gonna survive for just a little bit. Kamale signaling he wants to take these tier 2s, which is a good plan. Take all these tier 2s, then siege the tier 3s and get 2 racks, 3 racks when you have it. The more tier 2s you have, the less likely they are to come back, because when you get in their base, it's harder to defend. CJ gonna drop onto Kamale though. Not sure if he's gonna be able to do too much. Mech, no, I'm not sure what healed him. Oh, it was Miscoil. However, Stacy's mom gonna get dunked upon. No Mercy wants to show No Mercy to CJ. Quick swap, try to save him. Quick play by Data. Not sure if it's gonna be enough. Just a one more right click. However, Kamale back in action. He's gonna take Data down. Ready to go on Derp Derp Captain Drake. Captain Drake is sending a bit too far. One searing arrow on him. Not sure if this is gonna be enough to push tier 3s. Kamale definitely back in the action after that. 21-7, Game 2 of Maine versus St. Thomas. HSL Round 3. This is looking worse and worse for Maine. However, there is the light at the end of the tunnel. They just have to imagine it's there because it's so far away. Let's look at net worth. Over 12k of an advantage towards St. Thomas. XP, not quite as far ahead. Over 10k, however. Net worth, Clinks is dominating. Over double what Axe, the highest farmer for Maine, has. This is an odd position. We have to see not better rotations, a better defense of these tier 3s. We saw it last game. They had the momentum. They couldn't quite turn it into a carry potential. Anti-Mage comes on the line a little earlier than Medusa, however, but he just got his hands on his first major farming item. This isn't working out as well as it should. Second farming item's coming out. Vladimir's whenever he can grab his hands on the rest of it. So we're looking... It's not looking good for Maine at this point. It could be a lot better. However, they're hanging on. And that's what's important. Alright. Not sure if they might as well aim to go for Roche at this point. No, they want racks now. And I can't argue. DD on Clinks, he's hitting well over 300. Not sure if he's going to catch anybody out. No, he's not. He's looking in the jungle for an anti-mage. Which I agree with you, Clinks. He should be there. Actually, no, he's going to get some extra health, and now he's ready to roll. They're going to spot him out. No, he's good to go. At this point, it looks like Data and Captain Drake are going to be the rat. They're going to get his wrath, honestly. Actually, Captain Drake going to get blinked. Yeah, he's going to blink out. Dangfire initiating just a little too early. Captain Drake thinks he's safe with his team, although, oh my gosh, Desolator plus double damage equals a lot of death. Ravage coming out onto Derp and Data. Also a Witch Doctor ult. And Camille's just going to soak up those kills. Here's going to be a tier 2 push, followed by tier 3 for the most part, unless they decide to go for Roche while they have the chance. Oh, bring Creep Wave up, I see. Okay. They're going to bring Creep Wave up. Creep Wave is already up mid, so... Here's how this is going to happen. They're going to siege tier 2, and they're going to hope to get at least 2 racks while they have the chance. And, I mean, they can do it. Desolator is huge on him, and the silence is going to make it that much harder to defend. If they take CJ out right now, they have a chance at taking more than 1 racks. Right now, it's looking good for them to take 1, if they're lucky. However, Data could get a cool swap on him. Either way, No Mercy kind of sitting up in front. Just look how much damage he's dishing out to this tier 3. And here he goes. Strafe is dropped, and not a lot to do besides sit and watch. No Mercy and Dangfire just leading the charge, standing in base. Not too much of an engagement yet. Couple stuns back and forth. No Mercy gonna find Captain Drake, dishing out a little bit of damage. Looking at it go. Not sure if it's gonna be enough. No, Captain Drake's gonna get out. Not quite enough yet. Klink's focusing on these racks while his buddies are kind of getting eaten up. He's gonna have to redo his focus here. Says his mom's in some trouble. CJ Dread finally gonna get some damage done. There goes Data. There goes Derp. That's it for the bottom racks and 3 heroes. Buyback's up on Derp still. Not sure how this is gonna work. There he goes. No Mercy. Taking out a triple kill. And CJ Dread looks like he's gonna be the next target. Not sure if they have enough damage to do it just quite yet. No, there's Klinks. There it is. CJ Dread's gonna fall as well, and GG should be soon to follow. Looks like yeah, there's GG. Tier 3 mid was gonna be the next option. Well, good game indeed. Main not quite having enough to pull through. However, St. Thomas doing a great job. So, thanks for the players coming out. Thanks for the viewers watching, and thanks for being a part of HSL. We hope Valve will sponsor us. Like I said, the top 4 teams will get to go to California. Be a great time, grand old time. Anyway, here's your final score: 30-9. Ooh, that's rough. Anyhow, that is it for me, boys and girls. I am clocking out as of now. I don't think there's any games later. If there is, maybe I'll cover them. I don't know. Anyway, this VOD will be going up on YouTube here shortly. We will see you later. Thanks for coming.